What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Carter, the latest Netflix action film from Korea. This for me is the kind of film that works on paper and would work if you were pitching this to a company, and then really struggles to execute its vision and its ambition. Because the idea of doing an action film that's designed to look like one continuous shot sounds fantastic, sounds riveting. We've seen it done with 1917 to really great cinematic scope. But when it comes down to it, Carter really fails to deliver at bringing that to life. Carter feels more like the level of a video game with kind of shoddy CGI, but you kind of hit your basic plot beats and mostly you're just launched into the action, which is ultimately its saving grace, but ultimately its biggest letdown at the same time. I think the action in this film is really creative, it's brilliantly choreographed and staged. Where it's let down is in the actual technical aspects of it. The filming of the action for me was really weak, particularly in the attempts at making it seem like a one-shot sequence. Because those cuts that are designed to look invisible and keep it looking fluid are so jarringly obvious and so badly stitched together at times that it just kind of pulls you out of the whole experience. And this happens over and over again, almost to the point where you just wish they'd forgotten the one-shot idea and just filmed it as you would a normal fight sequences with good cuts, you know, strategic cuts, but the fight flows and is not jarring to watch. But there were so many times in this film where you are just drawn to the fact that a shot doesn't quite match up, or the transition is so discontinuous that at times it's laughable. It has an almost unfinished feel, like it feels rushed, doesn't feel like it's quite done in the editing room and they just had to submit it and reach a deadline, that kind of thing. There's an excessive use of shaky cam that can be a bit disorienting at times, which is a real shame because there are some really fantastic action moments in this film that are ruined just because of the way that they're filmed. And the film really doesn't let up. It's kind of 10 minutes of action, 10 minutes of story, 10 minutes of action, rinse and repeat constantly. So you're never far away from an action scene to keep the pace hurrying along, but that also means you're anticipating these really horrendously cut together shots. And it's ultimately a very double-edged sword because the action you're watching is really entertaining, but the way that you're watching it is through a very badly staged composition. So it's a very win-lose situation. There's a very basic plot that you don't really care about because you are ultimately watching for the action, and characters who are very thinly drawn. You are there for the action. And I'd say this is a good watch if you're kind of half awake, not really paying too much attention, and needed it on as background viewing. Otherwise, I'd say Carter is best avoided. There's just so many other better action films out there. But what did you guys think? Please comment below. I'm always keen to hear your thoughts. Please also consider liking and subscribing to my channel. That's always a huge help. And in the meantime, we'll see you for the next vid. Thanks for watching.